Hey, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be recapping kind of what has happened so far and basically just, give my thoughts on what's happening in Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 1 through 5. And yeah, it's a little different than usual, but I feel like, the new season has been so awesome so far of the Attack on Titan. It's my favorite anime of all time, so, I feel like I have to make, some sort of videos on Attack on Titan, but so far, it's been amazing. I love this so far, and I kind of just want to recap what's been happening. So you guys saw in the first episode, it was with Gabby, Falco, and those people, and then so I think they were showing off the new warriors that were going to take Zeke's and Rainer's place, and those people to become the new Titans. And I think Gabby gets a lot of hate. To be honest, I think Gabby is a good character. People hate her too much. I don't know. She is kind of a brat, but I think that's I think that people hate her too much. I think she's a good character. And then there's Falco, and Falco is very interesting. I really like Falco. I think that I can't wait to see what he turns into, as, the episodes go on and, as, the season progresses, because I think that Falco is going to be a very important character because, as you saw in the beginning, he was having flashbacks about, fighting Titans and stuff like that. And that's same thing that happened to Eren in the beginning. And I think that Falco is going to inherit the Armored Titan, not, Gabby. Even though everything is pointing towards Gabby becoming the female, or not the female Titan, the Armored Titan. And yeah, the first episode was very good. I think it was a very strong first episode. It was a lot of action. We saw the Jaw Titan as well, and the Cart Titan. It's just funny. Whenever I mention the Cart Titan, I think it's just so funny. Imagine out of all the Titans, you get the Cart Titan. Come on. I don't know. No hate, but man, the Cart Titan is just not it. I think that the war that happened, how Zeke, yelled at all the Titans and they all came flying from the sky. That was insane. And also when Rainer was, on the parachute, I thought that was a really strong scene when he's like, oh, I don't want any more of these walls, and, he cuts his hand and then, drop down. I think that was really cool. I really liked that scene. It's probably my favorite scene of the first episode. So the next episode, it was very episode 61, Midnight Train. I think that episode did a lot of developing on Rainer's character. We got to see how going to Paradise Island affected him. So I think it's really cool to see the enemy's perspective, because now you don't really know who's in the right and wrong, because now that we're seeing what Rainer is seeing, Marley is just like the people on Paradise Island, and Paradise people are the same people as Marley. And what I mean is that they're all I guess the same, there are bad people and there are a lot of good people as well. And it's just, everyone in Marley has been lied to, that people in Paradise is, are actually, there are good people in there. And I think Rainer, figured this out. And that's why I do have a theory that I think Rainer is going to switch sides and turn into a good guy. I'm not a manga reader, but I think that's what's going to happen, because he out of all the characters, I think he's the best written one, and I think that he's going to switch sides. Since the episode 5, it's not really looking like that's going to happen, but we're going to get into that later. Falco also got some. We also learned that Falco is trying to save Gabby because she loves Gabby, and he wants to save her by becoming the Armored Titan, so that Gabby could live longer and everything. So I thought that was really sweet. And yeah, that's basically everything for this. Let's move on to episode 3. Oh man, the Door of Hope. This episode was by far my favorite episode so far out of all the ones I've seen. This one was so cool how they showed off all the Titans, and they showed off the backstory of Rainer and Annie, and what they were thinking on the way there. I think that was just so epic. And it also showed what they were thinking when he burst through the walls in the first episode, and how it had the flashback. I thought that was just so epic and so cool. Also the scene with Annie and Rainer fighting, that was just so cool. I really like that as well. I think that this was definitely the best episode. We also saw Bertolt turn into the Colossal Titan and literally nuked everything, and that was super epic. But yeah, this was definitely the best episode. We also saw how Marcel got eaten as well. I think that was his name. Yeah, the original Jaw Titan. There's really nothing more to say. Nothing much else happened other than them showing off their backstory and everything. How Rainer actually wasn't supposed to be the Armor Titan because he was unstable, which kind of makes sense. And also, this is when we see Eren. Eren talks to Falco and telling him to, send messages and everything. And when I saw Eren, it was such a cool moment. I loved it. And also, we saw Eren's grandfather. Let me check. Okay, I don't think that happens yet, but yeah. And then also we saw Rainer trying to kill himself. That was pretty frightening to me. I think that was I think Rainer has some serious problems, but I feel like if he joins, Eren, I think he will become better. But I don't know. We'll see. Let's move on to the next episode. So I think this episode is the most lackluster episode. Nothing much happened. We got introduced to Tiburus family. I don't know. I think that's what it was. And I don't really know what's going on with them. I think they have the Warhammer Titan, but they don't know who has it. I'm kind of confused on that. But yeah, so we learned that there's a new Titan, the Warhammer Titan, and that he has it. And yeah, that's pretty interesting as well. And I think it also showed the best scene in the entire show so far when Peak was on the Peak was on the floor, and then Pac came and saw her and was so scared. I'm kidding, but that was pretty funny when that happened. But yeah, then we saw Eren's grandfather. That was insane to see. Grisha's dad. It was insane to see because I think how some people really miss this. But Eren's grandfather was the one when he was talking about how his daughter got eaten by a bunch of dogs because if you guys don't remember in season 3 it showed how Grisha's sister got attacked by dogs when they left the internment zone. And I thought that was super cool that we saw his dad. I wonder if Eren picked up on this in the show. I'm not sure if Eren picked up on it. He introduced himself as Jaeger, but I'm not sure if he picked up on it. It was kind of confusing to me, but yeah, that was pretty cool. But that's basically everything that happened. And also, I forgot to mention that Rainer and Zeke and those people are planning on returning to Paradise Island. So they're planning that out as well in this episode. But yeah, other than that, this episode is kind of like the calm before the storm, because you'll see what happened in the next episode. So yeah, that's episode 30 or 63, From One Hand to Another. So let's move on. Oh man, episode 64, Declaration of War, was, I don't know how to say it. It was so suspenseful. I was just on the edge of my seat at the entire time watching this, just waiting to see what happens. Because at the end of Attack on Titan at the end of episode 63, we saw Eren revealed himself to Rainer. That was just so intense, and then we had to wait 2 weeks for another episode, and I freaking hated that. But we got it today. So basically what happened was that Rainer and Eren started talking to each other, and then they were just kind of reminiscing, I guess. But Eren said that they were the same, that they were just trying to save themselves, basically save the world and everything. And I felt like I didn't think that Eren was going to turn into a Titan, but he ended up turning into a Titan and killing a lot of people. Rainer had a mental breakdown right in front of Eren, and that was just crazy to see. Basically what was happening, there was a festival that was going on, and they were declaring war on Paradise, I think. This was kind of a confusing episode to me. I'm probably going to rewatch it later, but because it was talking about kind of the backstory of how how reality came to be, how how Paradise became Paradise and everything. There's heroes like Helos and all that kind of stuff. It was a bit confusing, but there was that. And then Eren, I feel like I saw Armin. I'll put it up here. I'm pretty sure that was Armin, because he's the only one with blonde hair, and he had blonde short hair. And I think that was Armin, and he trapped Peak and I forgot who the other guy was, Pac, I think, into the the ground thing, and that was pretty cool as well. And then when Aaron turned into a Titan, it was a moment everyone was waiting for since the first episode of season 4, and it was just such a suspenseful episode because you just didn't know what was gonna happen. And then Aaron turned into a Titan, and then ate Tiburus, I forgot his name. He ate the. I was not expecting that. I don't think he really ate him yet, but he was definitely dead. There's no way he survived that. But yeah, that's basically everything that happened. It's kind of a recap, my thoughts. I thought the best episode so far was definitely the one where they show off all the Titans, the backstory. I just really like that type of stuff. But yeah, this episode 5 was crazy good as well, and I just can't wait to see what happens next. And yeah, that's basically everything. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's kind of a recap of what happened, and just giving my thoughts about it. And yeah, see you later.